Now, I just got up and I already filmed a video, which is why I am looking like this. I do not wake up like this. And I'm just going to bring you guys along on what I eat this week. I think this week might be a little weird week since I don't have specific things planned. I did realize that I have a lot of groceries and pantry items that I've accidentally unconsciously stocked last week, and that might be fun and interesting to see what I come up with. But first things first, I'm going to have some breakfast. For breakfast, I'm going to make myself a smoothie. I'm usually not a smoothie for breakfast kind of person, but just because I have extremely black spotted bananas and I don't like the taste of overripe bananas, I'm going to put that into a smoothie. That way I don't really taste the overripe banana. I actually really love the combination of banana and peanut butter. I'm just not a big fan of smoothies because I don't feel like they keep me full enough, but this does taste really good. And also I'm having a side of blackberries as a snack. We picked these yesterday evening from this wild blackberry bush and they're pretty good. I can't believe it's already lunchtime. For lunch, I'm having a pasta salad that I had already made yesterday with feta cheese, tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, cucumber, and olives. Pasta salad is always so much more delicious when you let it soak overnight. So good. I'm feeling a little hungry and snackish, so I'm going to have a pear. Really sweet. So for dinner we made a lentil lasagna. I made this I think 2 days ago, so this should be nicely soaked through, or the aroma should be really nice. This never disappoints. It's really good. And as a side, we have some veggies just to get some extra vitamins. So for breakfast, I made myself some bread. One bread with just the mashed up overripe banana, added some peanut butter on top and sprinkled over some crushed walnuts, and then on the other one we have some blueberries on top instead of the walnuts. I feel like the blueberries make it look kind of like boba. This bread is actually bread that I baked myself. Bread is already a little older. I'm trying to use this up. I really don't want to waste any food. I'm gonna try the blueberry one first. I love the banana peanut butter combination, and I feel like the blueberries are kind of like a healthier jam. I love this. So for lunch, we're having Chinese zongzi. My parents actually came 2 days ago or so, and my mom brought her delicious zongzi. I'm so happy and excited. So we just steamed these up, and I like to dip them in some chili sauce. Really good. Luckily, she brought us a lot, so we have a lot to enjoy. Also, I made some salad to go with it, just to have some vitamins. I always like to make sure to have a little bit of vitamins or some type of greenery or salad to go with the dish. So for dinner I made this mushroom pasta dish. We had mushrooms left in our fridge that weren't looking great anymore, so I wanted to make this garlicky pasta dish, and I just invented this on the spot. So I'm excited to see how this tastes. I'm satisfied with this. It's really good. Good morning. I'm about to make breakfast. I don't really know what to make for breakfast. I do still have a tiny bit of my homemade bread left. I really want to use this up. I don't want it to go to waste. But I don't know what to put on to the bread. Maybe I'll do some peanut butter. I don't have any bananas, or I do have bananas, but they're too green to use. And maybe some of my boyfriend's homemade jam. He made jam like 2-3 days ago and it looks really good. We haven't tasted it yet. A mandarin as a fruit. I'm most excited to try this jam since this is homemade and the first time that my boyfriend made jam. As I know, it's a mix of different berries, but it smells really good. It smells kind of like vanilla, I would say, a little bit. So I'm excited to try this. My bread is so hard. Tastes good. I like it. The bread is just too distracting. The bread is so old and pretty hard, but I really did not want to waste it. And I have my side of mandarin. The mandarin's really good. So for lunch I decided to make a roasted bowl, and I really love to make those for lunch because they're so easy. You just dice up all the vegetables that you have, put that into the oven and let that roast, and I like to serve it with a side of bulgur, but you can also do quinoa or rice or whatever you want. So I decided to fry up some tofu just to add a little bit of protein. For dinner, I made a sweet potato curry, just to change it up, I guess, to have some rice with our meals. It's kind of a recipe that I invented and just winged and improvised, so we'll see how this tastes. This tastes good. Definitely comforting to have something warm and stew-like on such a gloomy, rainy day. For dessert, I cut up a peach. Perfect ripeness. It's really juicy and flavorful. I don't think I've had a peach this flavorful and big. Excuse my stuffy nose. I am pretty allergic this morning. For breakfast, I'm having my usual oats with some nuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, and usually I add a banana, but our bananas are currently all green. Either I have overripe bananas or green bananas for some reason. So I added some frozen raspberries. It's so cold. Today for lunch we're having the same as yesterday, which is why this only took a minute or so to prepare. This is what I love about cooking for 2 days. That means the second day you don't have to cook, you just have to throw it all together, and I already know it's delicious and nutritious. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this now. Tonight for dinner we're having the same as yesterday. This has been kind of the theme of today, that we're eating pre-prepped food. As I said, I love how fast it is, and we have delicious dinner in under 5 minutes. Today for breakfast I have the same breakfast as yesterday, with the difference that I added a banana instead of the raspberries. Also, I added a bunch of cinnamon. I love cinnamon in my breakfast. So I wasn't sure what to make for lunch because we didn't really have any groceries left, but my mom had brought this huge jug of kimchi, so I decided to try a new dish, and I decided to try to make kimchi jjigae. But this is kind of a fake version, I would say, because I don't have the spice or the paste that you need. I kind of used doubanjiang instead. I know it's really different, but it is all that I had that kind of resembled that spice. It smells incredibly good. It's really good. The taste of kimchi is really strong, and I really love kimchi. It's really spicy though. I have no idea if this is authentic because I've never tasted proper kimchi jjigae, but this is good. It's already quite late, but we had been working out until just now. We had just gotten showered, and so we wanted something quick and simple, so I got out frozen lentil bolognese that we had at the beginning of the week. We just had dinner, but I'm still craving something sweet, which is why I got out this. You can't really tell what this is, but this was a Easter bunny that my dad gifted to me for Easter. That means this is pretty old. We had eaten a little bit of it, but there's still some left. I'm just going to have a few pieces of this. Today's breakfast is going to be a little different of a situation. I'm currently sitting on my balcony, and my boyfriend has let down the blinds because he has planned a surprise brunch for me, which is so sweet and so nice. He went out first thing this morning, went to the farmer's market, bought groceries, and now he's preparing everything inside. I feel so lucky and spoiled, and I can't wait what he has prepared. And yeah, I'll show you guys what we're having for brunch today. So I just came into an amazing breakfast spread. I was so overwhelmed I started tearing up and crying. It's so beautiful. I'm so excited to enjoy this delicious, beautiful brunch. So it's actually already about 8 p.m. right now, but since we had such a big and amazing brunch, I'm not that hungry. So for dinner, I'm actually craving something more light and refreshing. So I'm actually just going to have an apple and a banana. And if I'm still hungry after that, I'll just have some walnuts maybe, or some almonds, just some nuts in general to fill me up more. Today I am having my usual oats and banana and nuts breakfast. I was actually craving something else. We have a really nicely ripe avocado, and I was really craving having that mashed onto some bread, but we don't have any bread. I'm actually in the process of currently baking some bread, but it isn't done yet. For lunch, I made this Thai carrot soup. The recipe is from a Minimalist Baker, and it's really delicious. We've had this before. We've got kind of a fusion fusion thing going on. We have some homemade potato fries that are seasoned with rosemary. That means this has kind of like a Western style. The soup has kind of an Asian style. Let me try the potatoes. I really enjoy the rosemary on this. It's really good. For dinner today, I made myself the kimchi jjigae that I made a few days ago, paired with the rice. I just had some leftovers and thought I'd have this for dinner. Since I already had this, I already know this is going to be delicious. Also, I couldn't stop myself from having a slice of my homemade freshly baked bread with a little bit of butter and salt.